What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner guitar tutorial from me by Taylor Swift featuring Brendon Urie. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button and let me know down in the comments below what are the songs by Taylor Swift or Brendon Urie that you want to learn on guitar. Guys, the first thing that you want to know to play me on guitar is that in order to hear some bar chords and keep this as beginner friendly as possible, we're going to capo up to 5th fret. And if you don't have a capo, I'll have a link to get this capo for free right up here. The next thing you want to know from me is the structure of this song. We're going to start out with a verse, then go to pre-chorus, then chorus, then verse, pre-chorus, chorus again, then we're gonna have a bridge, and then we're gonna finish up with one last chorus. And the last thing you wanna know before we dive into me is the 4 chords that you need to play this song. The first one is G, the next one is E minor, the next one is C, and the last one is D. And I'll have chord charts for all of those in the pinned comment below for those of you who need them. And with all that in mind, guys, let's dive into me. Whew, I am so stoked for this song, guys. I'm so stoked for new Taylor Swift music. I stayed up last night until midnight to see the premiere of this song, and I learned it right away after so I could be bringing you guys this lesson as quickly as possible, and I am so stoked to share this with you. So the first thing that we're gonna look at is the verses and choruses, which are actually gonna be played the same way. We're gonna have a chord progression there. What our chord progression for verse and chorus is gonna be is G, E minor, C, and D. And we're just gonna repeat that chord progression, and our strum pattern for each chord is gonna be this. We're gonna go down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up for each chord. So a quick little walkthrough of what that'll look like is about like this. We've got down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. And a quick little fun Taylor Swift fact about that chord progression and strum pattern is that that is actually the same chord progression and a very similar strum pattern that was used on Tim McGraw by Taylor Swift. So like really one of her first big songs. I don't know if that was on purpose or not by her, but I'm sure somebody else noticed that too. It's kind of cool. But anyways, guys, with all that in mind, a couple of times through that verse and chorus chord progression and strum pattern for me will look about like this. And from there, guys, we're into pre-chorus. Now, for pre-chorus, it actually just drops down all the way to drums. There's nothing else besides drums instrumentally going on in the pre-chorus. So what that means is that we can kind of be creative with that. And so what I'm doing is I'm trying to match up as closely as possible with that drum sound that's playing there. So the way that I'm doing that is using a technique called chucking. If you don't know what chucking is, all you're gonna do is you're gonna rest your fingers softly on your strings over here on your neck side, and then you're gonna strum like normal, but you're not pushing down hard here, so all it's doing is making that ch-ch sound. It kind of gives it this percussive sound that kind of almost sounds like a snare drum. So what we're gonna be doing for this is we're gonna do 13 down strums spaced out for your pre-chorus that are gonna match up with those drum beats that are hitting all the way through pre-chorus. And again, little Taylor Swift kind of Easter egg here. I am positive that that 13 was on purpose, but if you listen to it and you do your down strums and you count them out, it's exactly 13 of those through the pre-chorus. So kind of what that'll look like is about like this. We're gonna, again, mute our strings, press softly down here, and we're gonna strum down, just down strums. It'll be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then there's a little space, and then it goes into chorus. So guys, all the way through that, again, without me talking, those 13 chucked down strums will look about like this for your pre-chorus. And guys, the last thing you need to know from me is the bridge. And again, this is a part of the song that drops completely down to drums. So we're gonna kind of get creative with it a little bit, and we're gonna use that chucking technique. And again, you don't necessarily have to do this exactly the same as me because we're just doing our best to match up with what's being played on the drums. But it's gonna vary kind of depending on what you want out of the sound. So with that in mind, again, we're doing that chucking technique. So mute your strings over here and you strum and it gets that ch-ch-ch sound that kind of matches the snare. What we're going to be doing for this, because the drum beat is a little bit more complex than it is in the pre-choruses, what we're going to do is we're going to apply that same strum pattern that we used in our verses and choruses to our bridge, but we're going to do it palm muted without any chords on there. So what that was, again, is down, down, up, down, 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 up. And we're going to play that 7 times, doing that chucking throughout the bridge. So kind of what that looks like just once through there, it'll be like this. It'll be down, down, up, down, 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 up. We're gonna play that 7 times through the bridge, and then that's gonna take us into our last chorus. So guys, a couple of times, or once really all the way through that bridge, with all those 7 times through that pattern chucked, will look about like this. And guys, that is everything you should need to know to play me on guitar. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments down below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 670 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there could not be a more perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to see what song I'm jamming on today, or pictures of my dog, you can hit up my Instagram story at the Groovy Guitar Dude. Link for that will be in the description below. Guys, I am so excited for new Taylor Swift music. I feel like I've waited forever, even though it really hasn't actually been that long since Reputation came out, but I stayed up last night until midnight to watch the premiere of this song and learned it right away after, and I'm so excited to be bringing it to you guys today. This is a great beginner guitar song because, like I said, in your verses and choruses, we just have that one chord progression, which is a very common chord progression played in Taylor Swift songs. Like I said, this throws back to Tim McGraw, which that's kind of the same exact chord progression in the same key as what you play in Tim McGraw as well, with a very similar strum pattern. So it's kind of cool to see some of those almost little Easter eggs that Taylor Swift probably intentionally left for kind of the musicians out there that might know that kind of stuff. Or might notice it, but I certainly noticed it. I'm sure I wasn't the only one. So that's really cool, and it's also very beginner friendly. And then, like I said, really this song is very heavily drum based. So in your pre-choruses and your bridges, all you're gonna be doing is just kind of trying to mimic those drum parts. Or if you actually have a drummer, you can just not play. But if you're trying to mimic those drum parts, you know, play acoustic and kind of, you can mess with chucking, you can mess with tapping on the guitar, all kinds of different options in the pre-chorus and bridge. But then your chord progressions in the verse and chorus, you know, you just have that one chord progression, that one strum pattern that kind of plays throughout the verses and choruses, and then you kind of have a lot of options with the rest of the song. So guys, I am so stoked for new Taylor Swift music. I will be as on top of the new songs as possible as they come out. I haven't really, as far as I know, I don't know if this is just like a one-off single or if she's got kind of like leading up to a new album. I hope leading up to a new album, but I guess we'll kind of see as it rolls along. But anyways, guys, I am so stoked for this. I had a blast playing this song. I hope you guys have a blast playing it as well, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon.